Welcome to the ProcrastiNOT Podcast by Project Expediters. In this segment, we will be discussing how peer pressure further aggravates procrastination. I am Judith.
I am Felicia, and today we have some lovely guests from Project Personal.
This is Kimberly, Beverly, Clara, Raylene, Bhumika, and Wanja. Project Personal aims to raise awareness of peer pressure and equip teenagers with the skills to stand up for themselves, thus also helping teenagers build up self-confidence so that they will be less susceptible to peer pressure. Thank you so much, Project Expeditors, for inviting us.
Firstly, how do you think peer pressure can affect how one procrastinates?
Being more susceptible to peer pressure may lead to being prone to procrastination due to the negative effects of peer pressure, such as a decrease in self-esteem and an increase in stress levels. While it is a popular belief that peer pressure reduces procrastination, it actually has the opposite effect. In a 2016 study on the social patterns of procrastination, participants with higher self-esteem and higher resistance to peer pressure tended to display lower levels of procrastination.
Do you think that the student population is sufficiently aware of how peer pressure affects procrastination?
To be honest, no. According to the survey we conducted back in January, most of the respondents were not even aware about the causes and effects of peer pressure, less of all linking it with procrastination. In addition, there are many factors that affect procrastination, such as bad time management. So students often just blame themselves for procrastination rather than linking it with peer pressure. Furthermore, when students experience negative peer pressure and feel down, they would usually indulge in the negative emotions rather than realize that has caused them to waste some time.
With that said, is there any way to turn peer pressure into a positive force?
Yes, if you recognize that you're under peer pressure, you could always act against it. For example, if your peer is pressuring you into quitting a competition because they think you're incapable, once you recognize that you're under peer pressure, you could always work around it. Or you could even utilize the peer pressure to push yourself to achieve greater results. Simply speaking, by twisting the negative emotions into your motivation. Just remember to prove those peers wrong.
Your project focuses a lot on self-love and acceptance. How can we use that when we are trying to fight procrastination?
Well, procrastination could be a result of insecurity. For example, you may stare at a blank document and think, I'm not smart enough to write this, which may lead to putting it aside. By loving yourself, embracing your flaws, and feeling good about yourself, you may feel inclined to pick up that document and start writing instead of leaving it to the last minute. The bottom line is that your self-esteem has a significant impact on whether you procrastinate or not. By surrounding yourself with positive people and meeting your challenges with greater acceptance and kindness rather than rumination and regret, you may find that you have more motivation to complete your work instead of procrastinating. Don't forget to check out our project on Instagram at project.personal and look out for all our upcoming initiatives. Stay tuned!
Well, that's a wrap. Thank you to Project Personal for taking the time out to join us today. And thank you for tuning in to the ProcrastiNOT Podcast by Project Expediters. Do stay tuned for the next episode.